Hello and welcome to this tutorial on Contact Plus Professional and the abbreviation function. Now, abbreviations are very handy if you're doing a lot of data entry. You'll see how powerful this can be in this tutorial. Now right here I'm on the description tab, which is just a free form area where I can put in notes. I have a bunch of these areas within Contact Plus. For example, if I go to F7 Notes, I have this big area here. Now if I right click on one of these free form text areas, you'll see an abbreviation pop up along with quick pick and spell check. So let's go here, right click, and I'll see my abbreviations. I'll click on that and you'll see here a few abbreviations that I've set up already. Okay, let's try this CPC. I'll show you how this works. If I type in capital C, capital P, capital C again, nothing happens. But when I press the space bar or period, I'll press space bar, it'll just type it in for me automatically. So it goes really fast, and it's, you can see how it can save you a lot of time. Now the thing is, these are case sensitive, so if I typed in CPC lowercase and press space, nothing would happen. So what you typically want to do is use maybe one or two characters that are not really used by themselves ever, like you wouldn't want to use the letter capital I or the lowercase a generally. But you can use, a bunch of things here. Now these can get pretty complex. For example, we have this thing here called CHG. I'll double click here and we can have multiple lines in our abbreviations. So it says here charged and approved, time today on long today. And these are in French braces or brackets. This means that this is going to get substituted in with like a macro code that's built into Contact Plus. So I'll show you how this one works. Charge and approve. So we'll just go over here and type in CHG space. So it does charged and approved, the time and the date, and by who? By me. Now who am I? How did this get in here? Well, if you go to File, Administrative Options, the User Preferences, and then the Biographical tab, you'll see this right here. Your name and your title is accessible through this macro ability. Okay. Now let's see a little bit more how we can get pretty complicated. Let's take a look here at A1. Now I have a bunch of fields here, last name, first name, almost like a little data entry area. City, dear, this is your email address, phone number, how about zip code here. And what I'll do is I'll click on fields and we'll click on zip and OK, and it'll just insert it in for me. Now I could have typed this in myself. Just type in the two brackets or the French braces, and you can put in the ZIP. That doesn't matter if it's upper or lowercase, and it'll work properly. I'll click OK. I'll close this out, and now if I type in that A1, you'll see how it just filled in everything in here. Now the cool thing is I can do this also in F7 Notes, A1 space, and of course I can continue typing. And I can also do it, let's say, in an event. Say I scheduled it to do A1, and it just piles it right there into my schedule to do. Now of course we still have the quick picks available. We have that also available. But we have now two ways of doing it: abbreviations, quick pick, and I think you'll really find this handy. Let's go back to the abbreviations here, just talk a little bit more about it. You have on the left abbreviations, and on the right you have your text that you can sort these columns as well, and you'll be able to just have a big collection. Now everyone on a network will have different ones if you want them to. This information is stored in a file, and the file is called abbrev. Let me just write it here, abbrev.grd. This is in the same folder as the cppro.ex folder. Okay, so if you're on a network and everyone is running off of the same network folder, running the program that is, they'll share this abbreviation.grid file. If not, this will be in the same folder, maybe on the C drive in the CP Pro folder. It will be in the abbreviation file. You'll see that if you go into Windows Explorer, and you can just copy that file. You can even email that file back and forth, and you'll see it's just a small file that contains all these, the collection here of abbreviations. Well, thanks for listening. That's all I have for you with abbreviations.